What's going on, guys? This is a game of Diamond Dynasty. This is my second game ever playing Diamond Dynasty. The first day it came out, the servers were down for a while. When they came back up, I quickly went in, just threw a team together as far as card packs and stuff. I didn't really buy anything. I just used the default pack that came with it. I threw the jersey together. As you can see, a nice pink and black looking jersey. I think it was supposed to be purple, but it turned out to be more of a pink color, so I get made fun of a lot when I'm playing in my stream. But this is my team. It is comprised of, I think, 3 or 4 MLB players, and all the rest are just their little made-up kind of players. There's Ricky Weeks. He's one of my MLB players. He legs out a infield single. Got some wheels in this guy. Before I get too much into the game, I kind of want to do a little commentary on the game, but I want to discuss Diamond Dynasty just for a bit, since this is my first real commentary on Diamond Dynasty. A couple things I like, a couple things I don't like. First, my dislikes, and there's quite a few of them, and some of them are like enough to where Sony needs to do something. Okay, first of all, the menu system for Diamond Dynasty is terrible. The way you edit your lineups, the way you edit your depth chart, the way you manage your team, your cards, is very, very clunky. It seems like they just kind of threw it together, which doesn't make sense because from what I've read, they've been working on Diamond Dynasty for quite a while, and actually were going to put it in MLB 10. They just didn't think it was ready yet. So they've had plenty of time to get the Diamond Dynasty menus together, and it just seems like they're not very good. It's really, really hard to edit your lineup. You'll have your lineup system there, and it'll show all of your players and your players on your reserve team. And here, before I get too far into it, amazing throw by this guy. I completely whiffed on the base hit there. I kind of hit the wrong button, and my guy dived. So the guy attempted to take home plate and just gunned him out. So it was a pretty fun play. But back to Diamond Dynasty. So when you're editing your lineup, basically you have your team and you have your reserves, so your bench players. And when you go to put one of your bench players into the game, for whatever reason, it just randomly picks what position they're going to play. Instead of, like, if I take my third base and my shortstop out and I want to put a reserve third base and shortstop in, so I'll take the third baseman, put him in the lineup, and all of a sudden it says he's playing shortstop. So I don't get all that kind of stuff. It just seems really goofy. So the only way to really get your lineup together is to go in and have the computer give you the best lineups it thinks possible, and then kind of tweak them as much as you can without really jacking up your your defending. It sucks. So hopefully they do something with that, because it's right now that to me is completely terrible. So if you get some decent guys, let's say I have 2 good infielders that I want to move around. Sometimes I want the guy to play third, sometimes I want to play second. It's really, really hard to do that right now. And there they take the 1-0 lead. I'm a little late here, but they take the 1-0 lead. I don't even see what inning we're in, but here I get a nice single. Hitting in this game is pretty tough, especially coming from Road to the Show, where I use strictly timing as far as that for my hitting. Here, guy throws a pitch, or pitcher throws the ball over the second baseman's head, so I get a 2 men on with 2 outs. And here's my other beast of an MLB player, Matt Holliday, hits a home run for me. I think that's Matt Holliday. What's the guy from the Rangers? I think that's who it is. But anyways, so yeah, I get a home run. I'm take the lead 3-1, and there you go. So back to Diamond Dynasty talk. So the hitting, like I said, you have to use zone hitting. You can't change it. So if you come from Road to the Show, or use timing, or use analog hitting, you cannot change it in Diamond Dynasty. And they do that on purpose. I mean, they want to make it so it's fair for everybody. So timing hitting is obviously a lot easier than zone hitting, because you have to do so much more in zone hitting with moving that right analog stick or the left analog stick around to kind of judge where the pitch is going to go. With timing, you just basically judge if it's going to be a ball or strike. If it's a strike, you swing, and you swing based on timing. So it's a little easier to get good hits with timing. So they make it zoned to where everybody's on the equal playing field. I kind of wish they would have just made it timing, then it would have been easier for everybody, because I guarantee there's not a whole lot of people that use this zone hitting besides new people that just come into the game by default and pick zone hitting. I guarantee most people don't use zone hitting in Road to the Show. Seasoned people are going to use timing or analog or something like that. That's a little bit easier to hit the ball. So that's one big hurdle you have to overcome. Another thing that I don't like about Diamond Dynasty is that each player is given an amount of games that they're allowed to play. So Diamond Dynasty players, which are the made-up players that you can edit and change the names and change their features and all that kind of stuff. And you can also spend money to improve their hitting or fielding or whatever, just like you can in Road to the Show. Those guys usually last, I think, 39 games. So you get 39 games with that player, and that's it. Nothing you can do about it. MLB players, you only get 10 games per MLB player that you get. So it seems like you're going to be constantly buying card packs. The only nice thing with this is that if you play the computer and you lose, you still get 3 million coins. And then here I completely screw up with base running and get a double play. But since you get so many coins, you obviously can buy card packs. That's not that big of a deal. But if you spend all that time making like yourself in the game and your buddy in the game, and then you only get 39 games with that person, and then you have to recreate them again, that kind of sucks. I wish they could come up with something to where you could buy, even if they're expensive, buy a card that you can apply to a player to get more games out of them. Maybe not do it for MLB guys, maybe just do it for the Diamond Dynasty guys. I can understand that, but there should be a way to extend the amount of games a person can play. Because if you're going to spend all that time customizing a few guys that, let's say I did a YouTube team and I have like myself and Nodis Fan and or Sports Gaming Universe, as most of you guys know him now, but and like Bob Train and people like that. If I spend all the time making those guys and making them all cool and all that kind of stuff, to only get a certain amount of games to play with them, that kind of sucks, because that's a lot of effort to put into somebody like that. Plus you're spending all that money, not money, but you know what I'm saying, like game credit money that you're using to build their stats, and then after a certain amount of games they just go away. So all that money and all that kind of stuff just goes away, which to me sucks. I'd rather them give you less money per game, so maybe instead of 3 million they give you 1 million or 500,000 coins. So it takes you a lot longer time to get your team good, because it seems like almost right off the bat you're going to have a pretty damn good team, which again just kind of sucks. Like then everybody's on the same playing field. I'd rather have it where everybody starts off really shitty, they have shitty players, and then they have to really earn their way to getting a good team. You know, that takes you 20, 50, 100 games before you have like an amazing team. But the way they have it set up now, anybody can just hop on and have a pretty good team right off the bat. And then you only have to play 2 or 3 games before you pretty much have like a beast team. Of course, you have to keep rebuilding all the time, but your turnaround time is just a couple games. So to me, that sucks. There's like no end goal, it seems like, almost, because you have to replace your players so much. I would rather like be it more like Ultimate Team, where you're going to spend your time building your team over a long period of time. That sounded kind of stupid after I just listened to myself say that, but it just didn't come out right. But basically, I want it to be an effort to have a good team in Diamond Dynasty, not just all of a sudden everybody has great teams. Because if you play this at all, you'll know that you can edit your team to where you have pretty decent stats for like your top 6 or 7 hitters very easily, and it doesn't cost you very much money. and you can basically, if you play 2 or 3 games, you're gonna have a beast team. And I just don't like that. I like it where you're gonna play teams that are shitty, and you're gonna have a shitty team until you play a bunch of games and you earn the coins, and you buy card packs that get you good cards. I mean, it's right now it's just set up stupid. I hope they change it a little bit. It's gonna be tough for them to change it too much because people are already playing it, so they already have those teams like that. So I just hope they can tweak it enough to where it keeps interest. Because, to be honest, I think after a few weeks of this, I'm probably not going to want to play it anymore. Because what's the point? If you already got an amazing team, and every team you play against is amazing, then it's not that fun. The whole point is to build something. And with people having just a limited amount of games they're allowed to play, they're not really building anything. So hopefully they can tweak that, and hopefully they can fix the menu system a little bit, just not make it a lot less clunky. Well, hopefully you're still there, because I kind of went off all over the place and talking my ass off and didn't get to talk about the game much. I had it all set up perfectly where I was gonna like do play-by-play and stuff, but I figured you guys wanted to hear my take on Diamond Dynasty, and hopefully you guys have tried it out and see what you guys think. Hope you're still listening to me and want to shed some light on what you guys think about Diamond Dynasty as well, because I don't want everybody just to take my word for it. I want you to try it out and then come back to me and let me know what you guys think of it, because I think it's got a lot of potential. I just think it needs tweaks, and because to be honest, baseball is completely set up for Ultimate Team. So I was very excited to try this. It's still fun right now, but like I said, I think if you play it more than 20 games, I think you're going to find that it's very repetitive, because you're not able to build a team like you can in Ultimate Team. So alright guys, leave a comment, let me know what you think of Diamond Dynasty, and I'll certainly be doing more Diamond Dynasty down the road, so stick around for that. I'll do some more play-by-play next time, but I just kind of wanted to get my little review and rants in there. So, all right, guys, talk to you later.
The star of this afternoon's contest was this man, Matt Holliday. Strike oppose, he's our top player of the game.
Matt, he was a tough out up there in this one. 3 hits, including a home run, and without him, this might have been a different game.
So that'll just about wrap things up. For Dave and Eric, I'm Matt, and as always, this has been a presentation of MLB 12 The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com. It's a win for the visiting club here, 6-2. We'll sign off with some of the highlights here as we say so long from Houston.